What the heck? That's the wrong button. There we are. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. Players have a game already. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize players would already have a game. Huh. All right, guys. Players already have a game. Was not on my list of things to happen. All right, guys. All right, guys. Well, I would love to say hello. How's everyone doing? Hope you're here to enjoy some incredible StarCraft, because the incredible StarCraft is already starting, guys. Before I even have a chance to talk to you, these guys, they robbed me of my time where I get to sit here and do nothing, but that's fine. Because spawning here in the lower right-hand side, guys, we have Defiance. Oh, come on, mouse. And top left, we have Regal. All right, mouse. There we go. TVT action, chat. We're starting off right. If we start off with TVT, the night can only get better. That is the long and hard truth of this. All right. I know how much all of you love TVT anyways, so I don't think this will really be an issue. All right. Double gas versus single gas. Okay. Whew. I changed my mouse DPI for deadlock, and it's a lot harder to observe as I usually do. So. All right, come on. We'll figure it out. They're coming on up here. Gonna get the spouting depot. Then we're gonna play some Reaper Wars. Well, Defiance wants to. Regal going Marine first. He knows it's a TVT, right? You don't inherently have to go Reaper in a TVT, but not doing it ceded a lot of mobility to your opponent. Alright. So we'll probably open Reaper Hellion. Would be my first assumption here. Armory. Okay. What are we cooking here, Regal? He goes for the full wall off. He's not expanding, so it's a one base all in. So we will have an action-packed TVT. Everyone's favorite kind of TVT. I think all TVT is great. Don't at me. Alright. Cyclone. What are we going to do with the armory? You don't need an armory for Banshees, right? No. Oh, it's going to be a Thor rush? He's going to pick up the Thor and a draw. Oh, my lord. Euthermal. What are you doing to our Terran players, Euthermal? They used to know how to play the game. Yeah, look at this. Defiance is ready for some normal thing to come. He's waiting for, you know, Reapers and Hellions to try and dive up here. You know. But he does have a Cyclone coming. This will be weird. I'm curious how many boys we're going to bring along with this. Alright, we go straight into the high impact mode. which only affects its air targeting, by the way. Alright. Oh, like ships in the night, chat. Alright, come up here. We see a tank. We see like high ground. It's it. Now the news is out. Thor is here. He's blowing up SCVs. He's hammered away at the command center. That's a choice. High impact mode versus command centers. That's what I never thought about. Alright. Since we didn't bring any boys with us, we can't really engage the tank, right? We have no repair. We have no sustainability across the map. But I mean, 5 SCVs, forced the lift off of the natural, killed a bunch of army, right? We take that. Land our own CC. We got our tanks and marines behind this. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. So Defiance has the Viking command right now, right? He's already got 4. He's gonna be adding more on consistently. Regal here, he's got a couple. He's gonna always be down a little bit just because he started with the medevac. However, this Thor is a great equalizer. Yeah, we're going right back out with it. I love that his entire strategy is just Thors. Or Thor, singular. Alright. They fly right over each other. Vikings over the Reaper. Reaper's gonna die immediately to the tank. Ooh, it's just out of vision. Alright, we can test the Vikings over here, but once again, we just have the lower count. We're never gonna win that. He didn't even have all his Vikings there. He's thinking about it. Tanks do a bunch of... That was like one tank shot. Alright, and we get out of there. I mean, we killed a Marine, we killed the gas. We killed the Viking. I like the idea that this little tiny grenade makes a whole spaceship just... The Viking is such a weird unit. Alright. Thor's going home. We're just building up turrets. And Regal's actually somehow used this to build a quick third CC and start pulling ahead. He's got the supply advantage. He's got the income advantage. This is kind of crazy. Alright. Defiant's turtling up. He's definitely overly cautious. But I mean, he's going to get some liberators here. He'll be able to get some damage, hopefully, on the workers. Yeah, there's only turrets here at the third. Regal's expecting that's what the action's going to be. Look at this Marine go. He's going to land a 4th base. Alright. Whoop, a little bit of friendly fire. All right. Defiance convinced that he should have enough to push out here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab his third base. Curious if he's gonna try and roll across with this. He is down an army supply. We have a lot of Vikings. The thing that we have going for us is Defiance is we have libs, right? We have plenty of liberators. How is it not? Huh? Huh? Alright, well, we're gonna get a couple of tanks or two like that. Well, we don't have the Viking numbers to keep up with this, though. If you don't have the Viking numbers, then, like, the rest of this just doesn't matter. Yeah, because we land, and the tanks get friggin' deleted. Vikings are good anti-mechanical units. GG is called. And with that, Regal takes game number 1. Good for him. I don't know who this guy is, but seems like he's off to a good start. Like, I feel like on paper, Defiance is better. Do I have the list of players? Yeah, I don't see this guy actually. That's right. He joined late, I think. So he's not on my list. Right? Ah, perfect. There it is. All right, our players are ready. The puppies are napping. The StarCraft is starting, guys. Game number 2 of Defiance versus Regal coming up here on 10,000 feet. Let's see what they've got here. All right, spawning here in the top left, guys. We have Defiance. Bottom right, guys, we have Regal. Kind of curious what we're going to get this game. All right. Do we get another Thor drop? Does he play a bit more standard? Maybe he thought the only way he was going to win was via gimmick. All right. Double gas coming on up here for Defiance. Single gas for Regal. So, I feel like Defiance is definitely the better player out of these two. He was definitely more sure of what he was doing. He was just very defensive because of that Thor rush. And I think that he put himself behind because of it. So, we'll see what he does here. With that quick double gas, he's got a lot of potential. It'd be hilarious if you want Thor drop this game. I don't think he is because he's going Reaper, but, you know. no decisions yet on what we're gonna do. Defiance. Probably just gonna play a bit of a standard game here. Gonna catch the scouting SCV. Always a great start. We have 3 Marines here. Oh yeah, you can't do that. Alright. Hellion into Tech Lab. Alright. It's another Thor. Huh. All roads lead to Thor, it seems. That's the moral of the story. The Reapers are going to circle around, hop on in. Getting the scout on it. He might come in too early and not see the Thor. Yeah, this might actually be too bad if he misses the Thor. Like if he sees the Thor, he's in such a great spot. There it is. All right, you see it now. You know it's here. All right, it even flies over your Hellion. Let's see what the reaction is. All right, yeah, he's just going to immediately pull a CC back. This time we're following it up with Marines and boys. All right, poking with the depot. All right. We got a lot of stuff here. What are you girls up to? Causing problems. All right, it's just gonna start hitting away. We have a tank with the Thor. All right, we maintain air control, but the Thor is just when we're in low numbers of Vikings, the Thor wins, right, against air units. So. All right, hitting at the CC. Yeah, I don't think we want. We should probably pull that back a bit more. All right, we're starting to put some hurt on things. We take down the tank. All right, taking down the tank is a big win. If we keep Regal here only on one tank, the contain is not nearly as strong. All right, pushing onto the low ground finally. All right, the scan wars have begun. You know, you might think that we're watching StarCraft, but we're actually watching ScanCraft. We just go home. Happy to have a little bit of a lead here. Regal down in workers. It looks like he wasn't making workers that whole time. Like, not consistently, at least. So Defiance has a bit of a lead in terms of economy. But we had a little bit more saturation here quicker. So, it should even out pretty easily. Yeah, as we can see, now that this is fully online, Defiance's income is massively through the roof. But let's send our Marines straight in a line towards the Hellion. Let's go. Alright. Double starport, double reactor Viking, getting another factory online, getting a third CC online. Meanwhile, it's still just... Oh, I guess we have double starport, but... Third CC on location, that's bold. Alright. To make up for the boldness, we're actually just going to attack. Which is actually kind of the right thing to do. Alright, Air Wars. Regal's split shots are actually better because he's just actually... I think he's just hold position, letting the Vikings do whatever, versus Defiance is clicking down Viking. Yeah, like that. Now that we let the shots split themselves. There we go. We're finally winning a little bit. That Thor, a little hopeful. Alright, there we go. Now we've got a real Viking count. Grab the medevac, grab another Viking, grab the Liberator is huge. And then fall back, yeah. Liberator's the only thing that can create a real problem in this position. We don't want to take free shots from the Thor though. We gotta be careful about that. Yeah, still can't take that gas. Yeah. Not taking that one. He's just gonna grab a... This is absolutely a great way to win low-level games. All right. All right. And we've lost the Viking count, actually. This is kind of crazy. Like, at no point would I say that Regal's playing better. I just feel like Defiance... I don't know. Alright, yeah, we're just pulling the boys here. He thought he was going to land him. No, he's waiting to camp your production. Yeah, one Marine just hitting away at him. Alright, pulling the boys into Vikings is never good. Alright, it still just scans at the front line. This game is really just over. the fleet just flying through. Honestly, just getting some cyclones here is a great idea. Yeah, that's not great. These poor Vikings. Sent in to die. What's crazy is that he pulls everything from the front, and Regal just isn't. This is why I say Defiance is probably the better player. It seems like he understands what's happening better. He's just not handling it very well. Yeah, the push comes. The GG is called. And Regal takes the series. GG's. Well done. Hi, puppy. How you doing, Tolly? You napped, so now it's time for your 3-minute Tazumis, right? Good girl. All right. Let's see here. Do we have any games coming up here? No, it does not look like we do. All right. So if we take a look at the bracket. Did I not? Did I not? There we go. Well, good sport. I put this button on my stream deck. I did not. Yeah, we got Moosty and Patches going at it. That's a banger right there. I guess Regal is a lot better than I thought. Good on him. I don't know. It seems like the play was just a little bit questionable, but shit, if it works, right? Universe and Miyu going at it here. I don't know which semifinal I'd rather get into because both of these look incredible. Ah, man, I do kind of wish I'd caught this one. This one looked like an absolute banger. Would love to see. Glad to see Moosty playing. It's always fun when like the people who everyone knows in the community show up. It's like, oh yeah, everyone knows Moosty. Feels like obviously we all know Universe and Hackers Top. I don't know Miyu at all. So I know Patches, but I don't. I know. You know what? Patches is a well-known name nowadays. He's got his own tournament. He runs. He does the map making. Is everyone in this tournament more famous than the tournament itself? It seems like it. Definitely seems like it. Oh, all right. We might actually have games. Universe just came out. All right. All right. Universe versus Mew. Mew. All right. It is 1-0 for Universe versus Mew. All right, guys. Here we go. The game number 2, apparently, between Universe and Mew. A TVZ, guys. So there is more Terran, but we're limiting it. It's only a little bit more Terran, guys. TVZ, great matchup on 10,000 feet. Let's take a look. All right, spotting in the bottom right-hand side, we have Universe. In the top left, we have Mew. So it looks like he's part of HTT as well. All right. That's one of the other guys. Someone else here is from HTT. It's hard to keep up with all the clans these days. I'm not as into the clan wars anymore. Hey, clan wars are a lot of fun though. It is fun that we have so many teams in StarCraft 2. Like, even if there are a lot of small community teams, it feels like everyone, like, StarCraft is such a community game. It's great to see we have so many teams. Alright. Let's see, hatch full of gas, presumably. Oh, hatch gas pool, okay. That's nice and standard. Most people end up going pool first at this level. At least in my experience of casting. Alright. Happy to drop down his command center. Alright, get our queens. Everything's nice and standard. Reaper coming across. Alright, the link should be out in time. Ooh. Oh! Universe only checked for the hatchery, which isn't there because the drone's hiding behind the gas. We actually opened 6 links. Very safe. We have a lot of extra links to play with. Queen's out here. That's going to push the Reaper back. Hatchery is now down. He's going to come up here, see it, and go, aw, dang it. Alright. Creep tumor down. You know, relatively safe spot. Third CC already started. Good Overlord positionings around, getting that creep spread going. You're looking pretty good. Alright. Wonder what the plan is here. So we got some cards coming out here. Did not host the game hard, but we are getting stim. Overlord is going to come in here. Get the full tour, honestly. Perfect. We do scout the third CC, which is really the main thing you need to see here. Alright. So we're up to 4 cars and a Reaper. Link tries to come in here, finds the Hellions are still at home. Aw, poor creep tumor gets got. But good queen defense. Queens are rotating because he knows it's like, all right, you hit him from the right, then you go. The travel time, though, is so long with these rocks here. So, like, yeah, you're never going to be able to get into a good position. So these rocks will bleed out over time. These are the Zerg ones. They bleed out without creep. So, oh, just, I love this. He just comes in, snipes a creep tumor, and leave. Alright, I'm gonna poop some creep over here. We've got a decent link count. Macro hatchery coming on up here. Score, double Evo. Triple Evo, Baneling Nest. We're going 3 Evo. Alright, Baneling's coming on up here. Looks like that poor Viking that was harassing the Overlord got. Alright, we're gonna liberate some drones. Alright. Yeah, we're chasing a little bit far. We don't have Baneling speed yet. We don't have 1-1. We don't really have that many links either, so chasing off creep is never gonna work. Look at the little slow little waddle. That should be finishing up in just a moment here, Ad. A few seconds away. Liberator pokes at that. We're gonna take the base. We gotta mine out these minerals. Alright, Link is just vibing. Oh, triple inject. Quadruple inject. Quintuple inject. That's gonna have so much larva, you won't even believe it. Alright, Hydra's coming on up here. Both upgrades queued. Honestly, I like that. Like, I think you need to be able to play without queuing up things, but if you know that that's a weakness, you want to make sure you just never forget it, you know, do it. It's better to get those upgrades, you know? Roll, roll, roll the veins. Alright, they do not connect with the workers, but that's a lot of lost mining time, especially for these couple of mules. We're setting up another counter on this side. Oh, this is such a disgusting position. We gotta collapse on it. But we can't because there's so many. The Hellbats are huge here. The Hellbats just kind of look up and the Lings stop. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, beautiful hits. Yeah, that was a lot of SVs down. But we're going to lose the hatchery because as repayment. We have the mean, lean Hydra machine here. Unfortunately, tanks beat Hydras. It's like rock, paper, scissors, right? Hydras beat everything. Tanks beat Hydras. Everything beats tanks. Nothing beats tanks, let's be honest here. Tanks are really good. Alright, splits are a myth. If we split, then our bio isn't shooting. Alright, we do have a fair amount of Zerg here, but these tanks, there's so many tanks. This one's not even sieged. Oh, that was a disaster fight, unfortunately. I really think Mew didn't look that bad here. Like, a couple of questionable fights more than anything. Getting on top of tanks is just a very hard thing to do for Zerg. Like, GG is called. Can't really fault you for that. You died to the thing that basically every Zerg at every level dies to. Like, GG's. Like, Cyril's died to that, you know? There's only so much you can do. It's a really good setup. You have to take it just right. Alright. That means we can cast a semifinal, I believe, right? Yeah, Regal versus... TBT. Oh, is Hacker and Moosey playing? Oh no, they've already started. Oh wait, they're EU. Yeah, they've already started. Is Moosey streaming? Can I just check real quick? He is. Yeah, they're mid game. Okay. All right, chat. We are getting another TVT. Unfortunately, we are not getting some Moosey action yet. That's fine. This is a semifinal, best of 5. And what that means, oh, hello, if I cannot just close out of my browser, is that we have this best of 5. They have their best of 5. We cast the 3rd place and the finals, which means we are guaranteed some Moosey action. But for now, oh, what? Game 3? What? Did they just give me the wrong score to start? All right, well, I'm just gonna assume they gave me the wrong score then, because Universe said 1-0, right? I was sure he did. Anyways, oh well, more StarCraft. What? No problem with that. Top right, guys, we have Universe. Bottom left, we have Mew. All right. All right, well. 3 Rex Reaper. All right. Not going to be able to do much against this one. This is a I am taking the series now kind of move. And yeah, 3 Rex Reaper. Very good build. Very powerful. And I know Universe is actually pretty okay with his Reapers. So this should go well for him. Of course, now that I'm saying it, we've jinxed it. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, he's doing Marines instead of Reapers. Alright, this will still work. I'm sure this will still work. I don't know if it'll work as well as it could have, but it'll still work. Alright, first SCV. The SCVs are coming over here along with the first Marines. You can get a bunker down right in here. Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta abandon the low ground. Honestly, you shouldn't even try fighting this. You should try and get a bunker on top of the ramp immediately. The low ground, Zerg is willing to give up the low ground. Absolutely. This is fine for Zerg to give this up. If you really want to get the damage, you got to get a bunker here on top of the ramp. Alright. We don't even lose the Marine. It's beautiful. See, now we have Spine Crawler coming on up here. Alright, he's going to go for it. Alright, Link Speed on the way. Ooh. Trying to click that down is adventurous, but he's got enough Marines. Doesn't even matter. Alright, we pull the boys. We do always have a bunker to fall back to, but I mean, I guess if we catch all the Marines up here, oh, doesn't matter. They are Marines. They just stand there and fight. They are good. All right, Link Speed finishes, but GG is called and Universe takes the series. GG. Okay, great work there from Universe. All right. Well, let's get going. All right. Best of semi. All right. So we do have another TVT coming on up here. I know, I know, I know. We love TVT around here. It is beautiful. But, you know. All right. Oh, they're ready. Okay. These guys are speed vetoing. Dang. Who would have thunk? All right. Waiting on readies, and then we will go, go, go. Oh, okay. Oh, Regal catching it there, saying there's no observer mod. A man after my own heart. All right, let's see. We'll wait here. Sure you get a new lobby here in a minute. Oh, I don't know where my puppies went. They must be out playing. Dang it, girls. You're supposed to stay here the whole stream. That's the whole point of having dogs, right? Is that they sit behind you while you stream, right? That's what I was told. Instead, they come in, they mess up my bed, and they leave. Good old pups. All right, guys. Game number 1 of Regal versus Universe coming at you right now. TVT on Old Republic. Let's get into it. All right. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand side, guys. With the red Terran pieces, it's Universe. And in the top right, guys. Look at him. It's Regal. All right. I wonder, we're going to get a Thor build, right? Like, that's just what's going to happen. It has to be. It has to be a Thor build. I refuse to see anything else from this guy now. Oh, yeah, he's the one from HPT as well. That makes sense. All right, let's see if Universe handles it better than Defiance did. All right, Universe going double gas here. Let's see what his plans are with that. All right, factory coming on up. Same over here. Man, if it's not a Thor build, I'm gonna cry. I'll feel so cheated. Like, you can't Thor my boy Defiance and not Thor my boy Universe. But I think we've got a good shot at this. There's the armor. Yeah, buddy, it's Thor o'clock. It's Thor o'clock. All right. Starport coming on up here. Cyclone. Interesting. You know what? No, yeah, he does do that. He opens Cyclone until the armory's done, just in case. Okay. Here we go. Big Daddy Thor on the way. Okay, CC coming on up here. 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. Alright, yeah, he's just gonna work at the depots. The Thor will pop and push this away. So we'll see. There we go. Now he knows. Cyclone coming on up here. Alright. Raven. Is he gonna go interfered matrix? Maybe just miss the turret. Oh, the depot hat. Ah, it's healed. Alright, SCVs start falling. Marines start falling. Mules, not the mules. Oh, he gets that out of there? Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Alright, this guy might be good with... This is a guy who knows one build very good. And oh boy, is it working. Universe actually kind of good at TVT usually. So, pulling this stuff off on him. Good on our boy. Alright. Rip that Hellion. Yo, Groovy, how we doing? Alright, we're diving in there. We didn't delay the 3rd CC. Alright. Getting some good counter damage here. Doesn't really know where to drop the Thor. Alright, there we go. 2 Reapers down. This is a trap. What? Hello? You can't get out. Just get him. 7 kills. Meanwhile, back here, we did get the interference matrix. Alright. Universe up in supply. Handling this a lot better than our boy Defiance did, unfortunately for Defiance. Raven's such a smart call here. He ended up also... The 7 kills with the Reapers, also huge. Like, this is just a lot better done, feels like. We'll see. There's always round 2. There is a tank in the main, but... I don't know. If you try and get greedy and get the tank, you're absolutely going to lose the Thor. Oh. Alright. Universe says it's my time to shine. It's going to push across the map. Few tanks, a Cyclone, some Ravens. And of course, the Marines. The Maroons. Ooh. Thor's gonna get home just in time. Ooh. Gotta be careful with a Raven, or yeah, Raven. Alright, scan goes down. Hello, Army. I see you now. Vikings on the hunt. He does have a good Viking count here. Obviously, with the universe going Raven, the Viking count suffers. He doesn't even actually disable the Thor. Oh! Almost gets the medevac with the Thor inside of it, though. Alright, we win the air war. Oh, crushingly. But we're going to lose this position as a whole. Okay, we're not going to lose the CC. A little close there, but we're not going to lose it. Alright, one Marine poking his way over here, saying, hey, stop mining! Stop mining! He's going to get citizen arrested. That was bold. Like, you can't drop it on top of the tank because of the Marines. And if it's not on top of the tanks, it's dying to the tanks. Alright, Universe knows when to go home, though, so he's going to go home. Alright, couple of Heckians here. Oh, there we go. Now we're lining up some kills. 3 of them. Sick. Alright. Yeah, and it's just mech from here. Of course it's mech. What else would you expect a Thor player to do besides go mech? Oh, this is going to be devastating. Remember how early we saw how good Vikings were against SCVs? Yeah. Turns out they're still really good against SCVs. Oh. Oh, can we kill? Nope. We did not kill the Liberator. 4 kills for 4 Vikings, though. That's not great. Universe has lost more overall. He's still keeping ahead in supply, though. Oh, we're going to go for the big Doom drop here. Okay. Aww. Oh, he flies right over the Hellions. Oh, this could be a disaster. Universe didn't even notice. No. Alright. Let's watch this game end. Oh, okay. He only gets the one with the 2 tanks, you know? Just that one. That's fine. Alright. Hellions just keeping this CC from landing. Alright. Hellions continuing to go on. Alright. This is a scary army here from Universe. You have to engage carefully here. You don't want to be just YOLOing into tanks and a Thor, but it's an army that demands a bit of respect. Not if we're bleeding off medevac like that, though. Alright. Isaac auto tracking and smart turbos finishing up here for Regal. And this is another thing Defiance never really got to do, is come around and deny these bases. And that's a kill. That's beautiful. Alright, meanwhile he's trying to get into here. That's not gonna work. Not sure what the tank was doing over there, but I mean, I guess that was a very hopeful tank, that's for sure. Alright, Hellions coming around here. We do have a bit of a depot wall here that helps keep everything safe. Alright. We load up a bit of army here. Some Marines, some tanks. We'll see if he's actually going to do anything with it. Alright, we do have turrets here. So we're not going to just fly in either way. I mean, I guess we could. Let me rephrase. We absolutely could just crazy cuckoo this in. And he is. Oh, man. Terran players are built different. Alright, don't siege up or nothing. Alright. You can get 12, 15 worker kills for 40 supply. Alright. More CCs coming on up here. And I think Regal's really shown his strength of just continually expanding. He's not really being active on the map. He is just consuming all of the resources on the map. Double Hellions trying to get by here, but Planetary, Marauder, not happening. Alright, we are just... This is crazy. We lost so much there. We are going to kill the Planetary. We might even be able to kill this command center. Oh, yeah, that CC is toad. No, it's got enough health to get away, maybe. We are going to go home. We are getting attacked. There's a lot of Vikings here. I don't really know if I can call it an attack. It's a choice. Alright, we're going to try and land on the production. Meanwhile, Thor's tanks over here. Now that's an attack, yeah. This is slowly getting very messy. Alright. We bring the Vikings back out, land them at the third. Wasn't much to get done to the main. We kind of stopped the push over here. Thor's going down. There's only one Thor left. The tanks aren't moving. The Vikings actually kind of got chewed up there. All things considered, we need a little bit of repair on this SC, or on this CC, but all right, we're gonna repair that, and honestly, we kind of hold pretty well. Supply is massively in our favor now. Resources lost, a lot more competitive. And University sees that as his sign to go across the map. His medevacs are... He only has 2 medevacs, and one of them out of energy, basically. So every stim here is pain. We're not even getting the stim because the tanks are ripping us apart. Alright, we're going to come home here. We're leaving the tanks to shell away at this planetary. But we have a tank in range to actually do something about this. Oh! Aha! We brought the Thor to you. Thor delivery system. Thor goes down though. We don't actually pick it up. That's not good at all. Don't need to be losing a Thor like that. We actually brought the bio back here. We're pretty committed over here. He thinks he can hold it home, but with 3 Thors and 6 tanks. I guess a couple of them have gone down at this point. Oh, repair is not that good apparently. Does have to bring the bio home. He's just gonna stim up the ramp, get on top of the tanks here. Buy Thors, buy tanks, buy base. At the cost of his own base and 26 SCVs. God, this is getting scrappy. Both players dropping below 100 there for a second, 100 supply. Universe is gonna scan, see that this base is fully operational. Oh man, this is crazy. This is absolutely favoring Regal right now. And this is why TVT is incredible. We do get some great TVTs in here. Alright, we're floating over our main orbital to take this base. I mean, that's a sign that this game is not great. Whenever you're floating your main orbital over to take a base. Yeah. Both players doing it. That's how you... Both players are in a bit of a scrappy spot here. Whoop. There it is. Good catch. Alright, we're gonna move out here. Scan, see that that's an orbital. Let's see if he runs his entire army into the planetary again. Oh, we see jump in range of the planetary. That's a whoopsie. Oh, actually, we're just gonna abandon it. So, we don't need to donate the bio. The tanks we're gonna do it just fine. Universe starting to stabilize. Killing that base and securing this base is huge for him. Allows him to really get back in the game in terms of income. Of course, as this base gets online, like we have that base mining, this base is mostly dead, and that one, right? As opposed to this mostly dead base, this one, and this one. So it's about equal on bases. So many Thors, though. We need less Marines and more Marauders if we're going to be playing a bio style against this. Like, the Marines are still important to help take out, like, Liberators and stuff. But the Marauders are really what are going to deal with these Thors and tanks. Oh, it's a massacre. The flank from the bio weakens up a bunch of stuff. They walk in and just get leveled by the tank. Alright, what are we looking at? 3-2 for both players on their main armies. And +2 plating for our tanks here for Universe. Alright, we're going to wedge ourselves here at this base. Yeah. It's going to be very hard to push in here. You have the tanks here and the tanks here. If you try and move it all into this area, you just get leveled, right? Alright, Medevac sees those Hellions coming. He's gonna drop out just in case. Alright, the Hellions are gonna actually stop him from killing off these SCVs. But it's not gonna save the orbital. I'll tell you that much. There's another good reason to have the Marines. It's just to hunt down the orbital as it runs away. Alright, that's Universe at this point. He's gotta be feeling good. He's definitely winning. He just needs to not take a really bad fight here. Which he's not gonna. He's gonna actually crush this. Maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, carpet bombing bio. Some of those tanks were really low. We're going to land the Vikings. GG is called after a 23-minute slugfest. Universe takes game number 1. That's our boy. That's our boy. No bias. No bias. We're not biased casters here. But an absolutely incredible game. Honestly, from Regal too. Regal looked really solid in that. That game went on. That was back and forth all the way till the end. All right. What a great start to a series. And we're going to get at least 2 more games of this. Maybe even more. Up to 4 games of this. Oh. Puppies are busy, it seems. All right. Looks like Universe is making. Oh. There's my invite. Guys, we have game number 2 coming on up here. Oh, Winter Madness. Ooh, nice. All right, wait on those readies, guys. Then we can get right into game 2. All right, the countdown has started. In just a moment here, we will see Universe versus Regal. Game number 2 on Winter Madness coming at you. There we go. Spawning here in the top left-hand side, guys. We have Universe. And in the bottom right, we have Regal. All right. I can't wait to see what Universe... So I wonder how much Universe knows about this guy, right? Because if Universe doesn't know that it's going to be only Thor drops, he might just assume like, oh, you wouldn't Thor drop me again, right? Right? Wink. So we'll see. Alright. I do love the GG spray on the ramp. A little bit of personality from our players. Alright, Universe a little bit more optimized to start. Alright, Regal going straight into that factory. Curious to see if Universe expects anything different. Guess we won't really know until he gets his Scouting Reaper in here and actually sees something. got here? Tech Lab coming on up. Yeah, there's the Reapers going out. CC. Absolutely going to be the same opener. All right. Oh, there you go. Here comes the Thor. All right. All right, the delay on the starport's nice. That is going to delay the drop a little bit, but shouldn't make too much of a difference. Definitely tells him that it's coming. High ground CC. Quite late, but as long as he gets the damage done, it doesn't really matter. All right. All right, here comes the Thor. The party is on its way. Can't wait to see how this goes. He's going to bring the tank down to the low ground. The tank should stifle the party a little bit, but... Alright, one Reaper dies coming in here. Gets the full scout, sees that everything's missing, which means Thor is here. Scans. Alright. Beautiful. Baiting out the Cyclone Lockout, staying right out of range of the tank. Alright. Tank sieges up a little bit closer. Ah, he thought about firing. Oh no, the medevac, shoot it! Alright. The Thor goes down. That's not good. For 6 Marines and a Reaper, that is not the trade you wanted to make. That's painful. This should be a lot better for Universe. That's the thing. It is a bit of a gimmicky build, so, you know, if your opponent knows the gimmick, it doesn't go as good. Medevac returns home, sad and empty. Universe coming up with 2 tanks, Cyclone, Reaper. Gonna drop his 3rd CC on location. Alright. 3rd CC coming up on the high ground here for Regal. Since he doesn't have the Thor, he doesn't really have the tempo advantage in this game. So his is on the high ground and Universe is on location. Alright. Medevac coming on up here. Meanwhile, one Marine just coming out here to see if this base exists. It does, so... Alright, we're gonna load up and go home because one Marine found us. Nah, psych! We ain't going home. Oh, group hugs. Oh, he does get the kill in the end. Rip. Unfortunately, we stopped hugging, therefore the healing stopped. Never stop hugging, chat. Hugs are important. And so is putting your tanks in somebody else's mineral line. This is a beautiful position. We're trying to just get the Vikings. The Vikings are going to land behind the tanks. They'll get one of them. The second one. All right, second one finally goes down. We're going to trade out here, but we killed 8 SCVs. All right. 1-1 on the way. Alright, a couple of auto turrets go down here. They're wrecking the spinner on. Another 8 workers down. That's no bueno. Alright. Raven's coming. This guy's got full energy? So all the turrets that went down were this guy? Damn. Alright, yeah, it's just easy, more denied mining time. Yeah. Happy on 3 bases. Should start a 4th base here, dropping all of his rack. He's honestly in a great position. Wouldn't surprise him if he wanted to go, Oh, he wants to drop turrets around the tanks. Yeah, a little adventurous, but always fun. Alright, what are we going to do now? Unfortunately, we didn't kill him with our cheeky turrets, but we can load up the quad drop and just let it immediately get scouted. Unfortunately for Regal, I don't think he was looking at that. So we can just go straight across. There are Vikings sitting in the dead space already. So that's advantage for them. Oh, well. Oh, okay, he's controlling them. I was about to be like, there's no way. Pulling them out just in time. Alright, he doesn't see them. He doesn't see them. He sees them now. Oh, and again, he loses a medevac full of tanks. Alright, yeah, we gotta send the Marines to try and contest these Vikings. Save them medevac. Oh! Oh, damn it. Alright. It's a good bio ball rolling around here. Grab a few free Hellions. Oh, it's gonna get away. You only get 1 free Hellion. Alright, stemming up the ramp into tanks because we are certifiably insane. Doesn't matter. It works. We have enough. Alright. And yeah, by natural. Oh my god, double battle cruiser was the follow-up here. Beautiful. Doesn't work though. GG is called. Universe takes game number 2. Good work. Don't let those evil mech players win. Not biased at all, chat. No, Regal's putting up some good games, but game 1, a bit weird. Obviously, Universe didn't expect the Thor follow-up. Game 2, he did. And unfortunately for Regal, that translated into good for our boy Universe. And he was never really able to recover from there. Alright. Looks like the other game is still going on here. Let's see here. Let's take a quick peek at the other series. Alright. Yeah, looks like they're loading up. Good for them. Alright. Meanwhile, our series also loading up. Whoop. Elected not to join the lobby. Okay. Well, drop him another invite. He might have gone to the bathroom. Players are, in fact, allowed to take a break and grab water and go to the bathroom. All right. Game number 3, guys. Coming at you. We're waiting on the readies. All right. The readies are here, guys. Game number 3. I know how to count. I promise. Coming at you here on 10,000 feet. Universe versus Regal. All right. Here we go in the top left-hand side with so many feet. It's Universe. Golf. Bottom right, guys. We have Regal. All right. I wonder if we have any other tricks up our sleeves here for Regal. All right. Oh. Oh, we're not even going to make it to the Thor stage. Okay. Proxy 2 rack. All right. Regal's not going to know this is happening until it hits him. Like, the neat thing about this map, right, is this area is hidden behind the minerals. So you have to go down. You can't go that way. So you end up having to go all the way around if you want to scout this. Plus, there's the sight blocker here. So, yeah, he's not going to know about this. He doesn't scout much to begin with, and he's definitely not scouting this one. All right. Here we go. We dive in here. We got 2 Reapers. Coming quite early. Obviously, Regal might know his timing to go. That's a little early. You got to know he's got 2 racks for 2 Reapers to hit that early. You might not recognize that they're right here, but you should recognize. All right, this is 2 racks. All right. SCVs are here to try and grab the Reapers here. We're going to heal each other up a little bit. Alright. Oh, we don't raise the depot. Reapers are in now. The chaos can start. And this is why you start with the Cyclone. Starting with the Cyclone is important to make sure things like this you can hold. Alright. Barracks lifting up here. I'm going to go to a standing game. You still got 5 Reapers. Behind this, CC on the high ground, factory, starport. Oh, pretty standard stuff. But he's going to dive back in here. Thor's not done yet. There's only 3 Marines. This is not good for Regal at all. The Cyclone's so far out of position. Alright, Thor is here. We'll escape with 2 Reapers, but, I mean, 4 Reapers for 8 SCVs, 5 Marines. take what we can get. Alright, he sees the Thor going out. Time to dive back in. The Cyclone is still here. But honestly, these Reapers, really all you want to do with them now is try and get a couple more SCV kills. Deny a little bit of mining. Alright, SCVs are coming over here to join the drop. We did wall off though, so we can't actually get the... We won't be able to get the SCVs inside. Alright, we're going to repair to the Thor. We can't actually get a good surround on the Thor because of where we are on the ramp. But... Alright, medevac coming back in. We should probably repair that up a little bit. Yeah, one of the boys is going to start fixing that up. Oh, we're just going to donate the depots. Yeah, we have to drop some to keep our supply in the positive. Yeah. Not great, but, I mean, he's got plenty of supply cap to work with. Alright. I like this little setup here in the natural. We do have our second CC, so we can continuously mule. We'll be able to keep our worker production going. Try and get a few extra workers for when we are able to take our natural. But in the meanwhile, Regal has no natural CC even built yet. He's going to drop it now. Well, when he has the money. It's going to be a minute. But... Alright, Thor is here. Cool. We wanted it, but we lose our Cyclone. Alright, drop going out sight. Oh, no, we didn't. Or we have a second Cyclone. Interesting. No, he didn't lose it. Okay, I'm just silly. Must have been an SUV that exploded or something. Maybe a tank. Silly me. But he's gonna come in here and there's no natural to harass. So congrats, we canceled that CC. Alright, so he's gonna attack across here. And hopefully pull him back. Keep his attention. That base hasn't been discovered yet. Oh, the medevac goes down, which sucks. Alright, the Viking also goes down. 9 workers are dead so far. 11. These poor Marines, they are going to have a bad time here. They get group hugged to death. Yeah, I mean, now it's 18 to 37 workers. Alright, the Cyclone does discover this base. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to contest that Cyclone. Alright, we're just going to go for a big breakout here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this universe. I don't know. We were in a winning spot. I don't know if we really need to do this. Oh, we're still having workers. It's still fine. He really wants to get out of his base, though. And it works. It cost him 15 SCVs, but he's got enough, and that's enough to say GG. Universe takes the series. 3-0. After a crazy breakout like that. Man is nuts. GG's. All right. Regal's over in Moosty's chat talking about his series already. It's in German, so I don't fully understand it, but all right. Let's see, how is this going? All right. Moosty is playing his heart out here against Hacker. Hacker, of course, playing random. All right, it looks like we'll have a minute here. Doesn't look like this game is over just yet. In fact, it just started 8 minutes ago. So, guys, he is listening to music, so I'm not going to unmute him, unfortunately. But we can take a look at what's going on here on Moosty's side of things. Guys, make sure you drop Moosty a follow. Dude, Mac, that series was weird, Universe. He did the same thing against Defiance. All right, I feel like that's all he knows is the Thor drop into Mech. Like I think he's only ever watched Uthermal, which is fine. It's a fine way to play, but he definitely is like a Uthermal fanboy. It feels like. All right, Moosty, obviously a great community guy. Everyone show Moosty some love. All right. Oh, because this started 10 minutes ago, while you were busy crazily breaking out by pulling all your SCVs, and it worked. It was crazy, but it worked. Like, you know, can't can't say much about that. It did work. Unfortunately, Moosty is playing music, so we can't unmute it because obviously I care about my VOD, you know? So we can't unfortunately listen to what's going on, but dude, he liked his store drops. But I mean, you beat him. Game 1 was a little close at let's see, it was a 23-minute game. So yeah, for about like 18 of those minutes, it was very close. Um, eh, I do think Hacker is the better player, but I don't know. I haven't seen Moosey play enough to really judge. I just know him as a person. I don't really know how well he plays. And we got some Hacker fans in the chat. Poor boy. Yes, HDT has a lot of players in CSL today, it seems, which is fine with me. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, we are watching Moosey's point of view. He is playing music, though, so we can't listen. We will get into the series. Oh, okay. Base trade. Who blinks first? And it doesn't actually matter because Protoss can always blink at any time they want. It's called recall. It's the get out of jail free button. But after this, we do have a third place best of 5, and then the grand finals best of 5. Currently, Regal is sitting, waiting in the third place match, and Universe is waiting in the finals. This is the other semifinal: Moosty versus Hacker. It's Hacker's top or Hacker's top. I've asked him several times. He's like, yeah, it's either. Well, that doesn't help. So I just call him Hacker at this point. He is not a hacker. It is just his username. He's actually a pretty cool guy. Oh, you know it. Oh, we're going for the corner float. Moosey's convinced he can win it. Oh, God bless Terran players, man. Oh, never change, Terran. Never change. Moosey is fully embodying the Terran mindset. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, I do see a purple in Moosey's old main base, so if you look down here, there's purple, which means there is a nexus there for sure. Which means Moosey has to get back into his own main base through the Protoss army to actually win. All right, he's gonna try and secure this position. Protoss has to be checking around the map. At this point, you both got to check around the map and find what's going on. Oh, yep, there's the Protoss army. We have a lot of Widow Mines, but I think Protoss has the better army. I mean, it's hard to tell from this angle, but like, oh, good anti-armor missile though. We have no SCVs. We have 900 minerals banked. All right, we're gonna go in for the push here. The Colossi in the back line. 3 Colossi are really hard to deal with though. We have a lot of Marauders, but yeah, I don't think we have enough here. The Protoss army is better than your army. And that's it basically. But I would be surprised if Protoss didn't have another base on the map. All right, yeah. So he was mining that base. Haggard, you gonna respond to this? Like, you don't really want to lose your probes. Moosey, please. There we go. GG. All right. Let's go see what's up. See if we can get into a game. Oh, Moosey. He went full Terran. Never go full Terran. Oh, hello. StarCraft 2 kind of crashed there for a minute and reloaded. Oh. Or. All right. All right. Oh, that's 1-1 in a best of 5. All right, guys, we have some gaming to watch. It looks like 1 each. So Moosey won game 1, and then Hacker pulls that out. Man, Protoss is kind of good. Yeah, it's apparently 1-1. Moosey has no ladder games this season. All right, so apparently they agreed to do each race. So game 1 was against Zerg, game 2 was against Protoss. And you know what that means? Game 3 is a TVT. Oh, they hate me. Oh, this is beautiful. All right. Oh, I hate the classic command center because the orbital and the planetary look so bad on the classic command center skin. I love the base command center. It's just everything else about the command center looks bad. Even then, it doesn't look that great. Not gonna lie. I just really love Brood War. Crazy, I know. Anyways, top left-hand side, guys. We have Hack, Eris, top. And in the bottom right, guys, we've got Moosty playing for beer. I respect it. Alright. I swear, if we see another Thor drop this game, I'm banning Terran. I'm banning TVT from this tournament if we see a Thor drop this game. Alright. Okay. 2 racks. There's a pretty standard opening from Hacker here. Yeah, we go down to the factory. Oh, it's 3 racks Reaper at home. All right, I guess this is one of those we have 3 racks Reaper at home moments. All right. We're going to keep the Reapers safe over here while we wait. I wonder what the rest of the plan is here. I just hope that the 3 racks Reaper works. Hopefully we get some damage. There are 2 Reapers on the jump up point. Alright. The Hellion helped out a bit here, but we take kind of a weird fight. It actually kind of works in Hacker's favor. We still have Reapers coming on up here. Factory going down now. Oh, there's so much here from Hacker. Losing that initial fight means that you're done. You're done, kid. Yeah. You're getting chased down, which is a bit of a problem if you stop moving. Okay. Yeah, there's no chance of dropping, getting into the natural anytime soon. We're just going to hole up on the high ground. Hacker dropping his natural on location. A little bit of a supply block, though. Gonna go Banshee. Okay. Our starport just now starting for msuic. He really wanted to get more done with those Reapers, but I mean, 4-1. Yeesh. That's unfortunate for msuic. I mean, Hacker is kind of good at this game, believe it or not. Gonna come in here. Whoop. Gotta get out of there. Oh. Yeah, we didn't get out of there, and it didn't end great. Oh, hello. We're gonna run right into the Hellion, Reaper Hellion. And yeah, we lose everything. And suddenly Cloak Banshees are on the way. Alright, we poke in there. CC's still not down yet, so there's nothing actually to poke at. Alright. More racks coming on up here. Cloak Banshees doing their thing. We do have energy for a scan. Oh, we're just going to grab the tank. That's a cool idea. Grab a couple of Marines. Oh, we get out with 1 HP. Or 2, maybe. Alright, we have nothing that shoots up, so the CC flies away. But, I mean, we just got 7 workers. We got the tank. Boostie's in a bit of a bad spot here. Scanning just to see what's up. We're going to poke back in here. We still have a bit of army here. We got to make sure we're all together if we're going to try and fight this pack of roving bio. Alright, there we go. Now we can dive in here, grab a few workers, kind of get back. We have our tanks in a great position. Moosey doesn't really have a whole lot to contest as his supply is dropping. Let's get a decent trade there. We got the tank in the background. We have really nothing to cover the tank now, so once everything's on top of it. Oh, we just kind of leave it though. Oh, we get the Raven. Huge for Moosey. We need to lift. We need to lift. Or, okay. That was ballsy, and it worked. Good for him. That shouldn't have worked. I don't know what we thought we were going to get done with dropping 2 Marines on top of the army, but... Oh, the tank finally goes down. Alright. Gonna roll forward. But, yeah. Tanks are in range, and unfortunately, Moosey's tank loses the fight. And now we have an unsieged tank. We can't really siege it up because we're going to get the first shot here. Oh, actually, we're going to end up targeting SCVs. And friendly fire. Friendly fire is not. Remember that, chat. Medevac picks up a spaceship. Like, Vikings are huge ships. And Medevac picked one up. Guys, don't think too hard about the lore. Math doesn't actually exist inside of the StarCraft universe. Oh, did this not save? Rip. Alright. We're going to try and stop the Liberator, but it's pushing in. Alright. Alright, this one tank's holding out. He's trying. But yeah, there's just too much. We're slowly getting overrun here. Are gonna save it. Liberator making it really hard to save. We do have a third CC here, so I guess we have a spare one if this one burns down. But yeah, or we can just break through the front. Unfortunately for Moosey, it looks like we're going to game number 4 here, where he will be down on match point. All right, we lift the CC to bring the boys forward. We have no healing, but it doesn't matter. Pack is going to take game number 3. All right. Moosey putting up a fight. Unfortunately, it is not quite enough. All right, guys. Game number 4 coming on up here. We've got the invite. Let's load on in. All right, guys. We are counting into game number 4 of Hacker is Top versus Moosty. This is a best of 5. It is match point for Hack. He is playing random. Let's get right on into it. The puppies have decided to say hello to the neighbors. All right, here we go. Spawning in the top right, guys. We have our boy Hack. Letting him know he's got Terran. Bottom left, we got Moosty. That's unfortunate. It looks like so Moosty won the TVZ. The TVP was closed. He lost the base trade. I don't know how good of a position he was in before that, to be fair. But he lost the base trade for sure. And then he just lost the TVT. So I feel like it's a little unfortunate for Moosty to go into another TVT on match point here. But we'll see what he can do. All right, is he going to try it again? And hope that the second time it works? Alright, this one's just 2 racks, so it's a lot less all in. So maybe he's got a chance here. Okay. I guess he is going to drop the 3rd rack just a bit later. Let's see if we have a Marauder follow-up. What the heck? Huh? I'm sorry. What? So we're going to build 1 Marauder to stop the Reapers. I like that. Alright, second factory coming on up here. So it's going to be a bit of a mech start. Okay. I don't hate a mech start. First couple Reapers coming across now, though. Come up here. See that this is also cooking, so you know that he's getting upgrades for his mech. Alright, and now we're just gonna get chased down. Oh, we get 1 Reaper out of there. We are definitely not gonna do anything else with Reapers. But it was a great scout. Like I said, it does let him know that there is something meching in the background. A little bit of mech. Alright, Cyclone's looking for Reapers like this. 2 Reapers don't beat this. Oh! From downtown, the Kobe! Alright. Hacker's gonna just put the pedal to the metal here. We've pulled boys to even try and slow this down for Moosty. This is a little crazy. Both of our Cyclones here are so low. Everything is so low. 7 health, 2 health, 30 health, and then a full health one. Alright, we got the lock-on upgrade. Oh yeah, Marauder didn't stand a chance there. The bunker didn't either. Our super lock-ons. I believe the upgrade doubles the damage of the lock-on. I don't know. I'm blanking on the spot, chat. But it's a good upgrade. That's for sure. I don't know. I feel like the Cyclone's the most changed unit in the game. Well, or most consistently changed. I think the most changed unit in the game. Probably the Raven. Yeah, I think the Raven would take the cake as the actually most changes to a unit. Oh, he gets the tank. He's just going to leave. He has 20 supply ahead. Alright. Alright, Marines getting absolutely slaughtered here. Yeah, back away because it's the Marines, but... Alright, we absolutely can ruin this tank's day. Yeah, and we're gonna. Alright, we have 0 army. Hacker, take a moment to realize that. Oh, bye tank. That's unfortunate. Okay, this guy gets surrounded and hugged to death. There is still a chance over here for this one. Oh, alright. The Marines are getting picked off as they file out one at a time. Alright, the tank coming out here will finally shut this down. We are 14 supply. Oh my god, lockdowns, man. I'm tilted on behalf of Terrans everywhere. On behalf of Musti, I am the tilted. GG is called. Hack is going to go to the finals to play against Universe. But before that happened, we have one more series. We have Musti versus... Oh my lord. Why did I just blank? Musti versus Regal. Ah, the Germans. But yeah, if Musti... Yeah, if they're both German, we should actually just play here. Let's go ahead and ping them both. Alright, well, he's not actually in the Discord for some reason, so. Yo, great plays. Oh. I think Musti's a little tilted after losing to you. Alright, so Musti is tapping out. So congrats to Regal for taking 3rd place. And we're going straight into the finals. Yes. Hacker versus Universe, which is obviously going to be on NA. EU versus Korea. So it is what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. In your east. So it's 3 a.m. for you. That feels early. Feels it should be later. Yeah, it should be 3 a.m. for you, right? And it's what, 6, 7 a.m. for Universe? I actually don't know the time conversions to Korea. I just remember the last time Universe saying it was like 10 a.m. when we finished for them. Hey, Moosty. All right. Just do this. Easy solution. There we go. Get these players in a party. Rip. Man, Reapers are good. Blind countering Reapers, though, is Giga Brain. Yeah, can't fault you for that one. Hello, Moosty. Go ahead. Thank you for playing. Always great to see more people playing, especially people who are well known in the community, like our hero Moosty. Oh, that's in the wrong chat. Oh, well, that's fine. They're in that chat. All right, we are already hosting up the finals, so you guys can play. It'll just be offline because I'm not going to force you guys to stay up after this best of 5 to play a best of 3. So, yeah, go ahead and play. Winner gets $10, obviously. Unfortunately, we won't be able to cast that, but to be honest, that would be our third TVT of the night. And as much as I personally am a huge TVT enjoyer, you can only watch so many Thor rushes. Oh, whoops. Spoilers. Good luck, Moosty. Meanwhile, we are going to get... we're going to get random versus Terran, which means we're going to get TVT because life hates us. You know? It's how it is. Yeah. Go, go. All right, our players are ready, guys. Our series is ready. The grand finals of Universe versus Hack coming at you real quick. Where are we starting? Tourmaline? Tormamaline? Tormamaline? All right. Let's get right on it. You know, I think the best part about living in Oklahoma is that I have so many people who text me randomly. Wow, you guys seem to be having storms, and I'm like, we are. I haven't looked. So apparently there are storms somewhere, but they're not near me. Spawning here in the top right hand side, we have Universe. And in the bottom left, we have Hack. All right, this might be a much more standard TVT. I don't know if I wanna, or TVP. Sorry, I don't know why I had TVT on my head. Please, just get the TVTs out of here, please. All right. Standard opening here, 2 gate. This is a very PvP like walling style. Actually, you know what? 2 gates is a little different. This is a PvP opener. The more I look at it. This is he's also starting with the Zealot. Alright, we have a bunker coming up here. He is worried that's going to be a little bit cheeky with Zealots. Reaper going around. You know what? Maybe he has a little bit of right to be concerned. It is Hack. Hack is known for playing a little cheesy. Alright, bonk. Alright, oh, we make it out. Ha, nerd. Didn't catch him. You can't catch him, he's the gingerbread man. Oh, never mind. He is no longer the gingerbread man. He got caught. Alright, we have 2 Marines in a bunker. Cyclone coming on up here. CC's coming on up here. Immediately, boys are pulled off the line to handle this. The universe is not dying to something stupid today. Or at least not this time. Alright, Cyclone's coming down here to poke away. I mean, 4 Stalkers, you can't really just poke at that with one. With one. Cyclone. Alright, my brain is struggling right now. Don't worry, chat. We'll get through this together. Get through some incredible StarCraft. Oh. 2 storm warnings, too, just in time. Ayo. Right, we're in the slight chance of storm. Whoa, oh, look at this. Look at this fancy footwork. Like, whoa, he's going to break your ankles. Yo, Tater with the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Tank on the high ground doing its work. I hope you had a fantastic stream, Tater. How was it, Raiders? Alright, we're going to jump down here and get on top of this. Oh. Tater doing art and not getting banned for once. This is a crazy turn of events. Oh, that Stalker still gets got. Kobe. One of these days, Tater will understand how to make content. Well, these Stalkers are kind of in a corner, but we have an Immortal coming in from the side. It's going to get right directly on top of the tank. We don't really stop it, so one tank goes down immediately. But, I mean, it costs us the Stalkers and the Sentry. Oh, we dropped the mule for repairs. Alright, Tater. I appreciate you. Thank you for the raid. Enjoy your dinner. Alright, charge is done. Oh, come on, the boys. Oh, tank shot ends up killing the Cyclone. These 3 Zealots are so low. Poor mule. Then we hold. Yeah, these 3 Zealots have, like, no health. Alright, Banshee coming across. This isn't fair. They don't shoot up. Alright, we pull the boys into fight. Alright, just everyone hug the tank. Dual Banshees, though. Not much Zealots can do against things that fly. Oh, there's just one Banshee. Why did I see 2? I'm losing my mind, chat. I apologize at this point. My brain is on single mode. Needs to be on multi-mode. Alright, we do have our natural up for Terran. Protoss is working on getting a 3rd base. So, Protoss starting to try and get that advantage here. 2nd Banshee is out. I was just seeing the future, chat. Like, you know how those people are like they see the future because it's like overlaid on the current time. Like they're looking at something and then they see how what it's like in the future. That's just me. I can't help it. I'm really just that cool. All right. Just dropping away at the probe kills. All right, DT. Invisible Man, always good. He's gonna get recalled though. Unfortunately, I think this batch of DTs might have had E. coli or something because he got recalled. Oh no, our SimCity does not allow us to use this add-on. Whoop. Alright. Universe is content to sit at home and macro up. What the heck are you probes doing? They're just like coming out of this side. It's like, why? Just make the gas mining as inefficient as possible, I guess. Oh, we can use that add-on. It is perfectly spaced. Leave it to the Terran players to optimize their SimCity. Meanwhile, Protoss is building will fit here. Probably. Optimization is for Terrans and nerds, aka Terrans. Alright. +1 about to finish up for Protoss here. We do have Observer and 2 Stalkers here. Ready? Yeah. So that's going to get pushed away. 4th base coming on up here. Hacker's just going to keep getting ahead. Alright. Okay, he's Universe here, just happy to set his 3rd base. He's got his bio ball building up. Oh, Banshee's gonna come in here, poke away at the 4th. Oh, there's a big move where he just comes back and ooh, what the heck? I've never had that happen with game. Like, I was holding the middle mouse click and it just didn't deselect, but it gave me the full mouse freedom. Which, like, you can only move this quickly if you're holding your middle mouse button out. Those die, it's unfortunate. Alright, Universe. Couple of Zealots gonna try and slow him down. But nothing's gonna slow him down, because he's the best around. Alright, big stem. He's just gonna dive on in here. Oh, if he gets the other pylon in time. Yes, he does. Alright, looks like the Widow memes got picked off here. Oh no, he brought the Widow memes with him. Should have left them behind. Ghosts are here, but the ghosts are dying. The Archon's ripping through the bio. 1 medevac worth of units will get out. And we killed 2 pylons. And 4 probes. That's... yeah, I mean, we killed, I guess, some expensive units. We killed a Colossi. But overall, that fight wasn't quite worth it. Hack, now with an army supply advantage. Look at it coming here and see if we can get something done. The Archons, though, are so far in the back, they need to be right up front. They need to be up front, just grrr, attacking, you know? Scan goes down directly on top of the army. Beautiful scan. 5th base coming on up here. And Hack is just using this as a chance to get more and more and more ahead. Alright. Universe, happy to take a 4th base here. Set up. Being 1 base down, you know, you can still stay competitive. Terran Army is pretty good. His economy is really good. Almost equal on workers, so when you add in the mules, you know, take it. Gets him a planetary, so he's got a forward position to play around as well. So, it's basically everything Terran could want. Sensor Tower finishes up, and in Roddy's wildest dreams, it immediately dies. Everything Roddy could ever hope for in a game of StarCraft. Alright, the one Colossus is getting bullied, but actually all the Vikings die. Very good targeting here. Second Colossus shows up. There's more ghosts than anything here. Our army is mostly ghosts. 6 ghosts, 7 Marines. Oh, and they're losing to the Colossi. Alright, now we gotta get these Colossi burning down the mineral line. Oh no, hit the SCVs! Hit the boys! Yes, this is what you want. This is the good targeting. Oh. Alright. Oh, so many SCVs died. Oh, that economics that we had. GG is called, and Hack takes game number 1. GG. Alright. Good start from Hack here. And TVP is a hard matchup. Alright. I wonder if Hack is going to pick Race or if he's going to just do more random shenanigans. We'll see. Game number 2 is coming right on up here. Ooh, it's on Mothership. I still have no puppies. Where are my puppies? Alright, guys, we are getting into game number 2 between Universe and Hack on Mothership, the 3-player map. Coming at you quick. Let's see what happens. Alright. Taking a sweet time loading. Alright, spawning here in the top left, guys, we have Universe. And in the bottom rightish spawn, we have Hack. Hack, Air, East, Ian. Ah, he put a little German on it. Hacker is Ian. I actually don't know. It could be Ukrainian. I know he is Ukrainian, so. I also really only know English, so. You know, it is what it is. But that usually is top, so. If anyone knows what top translates into in a handful of European languages, you might know what he's saying there. Or if he's changed it. Alright. First scout, wrong way. Okay. Gonna just play normal here. Probably CC on the high ground. Obviously, if you don't get first scout, you don't quite know what's happening. But you see Lings, you see no hatchery. Yeah, you start the wall. Yeah, this is the beauty of a 3-player map, right? You can do some cheesy things. Alright, barracks coming on up here. We got the bunker. Probably should add the add-on so we can actually, like, wall. Just go up the ramp! Obviously, there's no point with going up the ramp normally makes sense. But there is just nothing. Alright, Reaper's got a kill. Oh, he's almost got the wraparound. Oh, Link speed finishes, but he doesn't quite get him in time. Alright. Roach, Ravager follow-up. Okay. One Ravager morphing in the middle of the map. Alright, so we get a little bit of some Lamboing plays here. Alright, we have 2 Overlords here. Just to really make sure we can bully him. The Reaper's just got the zoomies, man. Alright. Oh, don't get greedy. There's a tank. Oh, bye, SCV. Yeah, generally we need to repair the bunker. That's no good. Alright, Overlord. Getting a little curious as what's going on here. Oh, and we stopped the bunker. Oh, but the low health guy leads and gets tanked. Okay. Across the map, we're making more roaches. A bit of a delay in production there. Alright. Consistently 1 bile at a time. Oh, we're gonna get it. Knock, knock. We're in. Alright, there is unfortunately a second tank. Yeah. We lost everything to get 1 tank. But what about second tank? GG's. Alright, guys. Tied up 1 each. Alright. So, 1 each, guys. Going into game number 3. We've got a Protoss game where Hack won. We got a Zerg game where Hack lost. I have a feeling that he's more of a Protoss enjoyer. We'll see what he gets this game. Alright, we are loading on in. Game number 3. It's going to be on Tyto Citadel between Universe and Hack. Coming at you. There we go. Just the game took a minute to load in. Thank you, Blizzard. Alright, here we go. Spotting here in the top left, guys, we have Hack. In the bottom right, getting Zerg again. Oh, it's Hack. Sorry, that's Universe. This is Universe, guys. Time out. We're just going to restart. In the top left, guys, or our first time introducing our players to this game, it is Universe. And in the bottom right, guys, we have Hack. Playing as Zerg. Alright, it's gonna be another Roach Ravager. Alright. Alright, I wonder what we're gonna get here. Like, obviously, it's gonna be the same opening from Hack. Well, the question is Universe gonna handle a little bit better this time, or? We'll see. Alright, Depot going up. A double bunker immediately. These the Lings. Alright, this should be a hold, theoretically. Like, we have the bunkers, so we know it's all coming. I think we have to try to lose from here. Alright, Hack's gonna see this to go. Oh. It's unfortunate. We hate when our opponents are prepared for all ends. Alright. Hatchery's almost done. He actually didn't go for the Roachborn. He saw how turtled up the Universe was, and he said, nah, the heck with it. And now, yes, you can vendor the bunkers and everything, so you can get a little bit of money back, but it's still a huge loss to have built them this early on. Yeah, it's not great. Alright, Tech Lab, Tank. At this point, we should know that something a little weird. The Overlords aren't pushing up. There's still no Ravagers here yet. Like, there definitely should be some amount of action happening if it was going to be a Ravager push. Obviously, until you get a scout out, you don't really know for sure, but... Well, it's not optimal. Scanning would probably be his best bet here. He needs to know what's happening. Alright, yeah, we finally vented the bunker. Alright. The puppies are here now that it's dinner time, of course. They only come in when they want food. Alright, Stem. More barracks coming online. Universe looking to transition here. Viking just scouting around, making sure nothing's too weird. Alright. There's no random Zerg army waiting for it to jump on us, so we're going to move down and secure the low ground. Which, now mind you, this third base has been up for a minute here, so right? We're just now gathering our natural. Like, this is unfathomably unfortunate for Universe. Alright, well, we got our naturals, so we can start trying to upgrade, but unfortunately, our Vikings there. He doesn't see it. Oh. Oh. Alright, he now sees the mutas. Alright, he's mutiling Bane coming at you. He's only seeing it just as the mutas pop, which is better than not seeing it at all, but yeah, the turrets have to start immediately. Alright, the mutas fly right on top of the production. Oh, try and get a medevac. They're gonna get out though. Think he lost a muta? No, he didn't even lose one. Fourth hatch going down. Oh, gotta be careful of the bio. This is very Brood War-esque right now. Flying around with the mutas trying to stop the Marine tank push out. Except these are medevac instead of medic. Alright. Oh, nice tech lab. Grab some Marines. Diving turrets is a little crazy here. Yeah, that's a lot of unnecessary damage on the looters. Alright, the Lings come in here. We're just trying to jump on this army. The Banelings show up, but they're like, second thought. Nah. There's nothing to buffer for them, so they're just gonna roll and pray. Bonk. Alright, yeah. As they roll into the mineral line, GG. Hi, Tolly. Are you just here for the food? Yeah, you are, ain't you? Good puppy. Alright, guys. Going into the next game. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, 2-1 here for Hack. On 10,000 feet. Girl, get your butt off camera. The wrong stream. There we go. Girl, the bed smells like me and you two. Right? You ain't gonna smell nothing new there. Considering you were the one laying on it like 2 hours ago. Hi, girl. Aw. Okay, you be a good girl. I gotta cast this game. Alright, here we go. In the top left-hand side, guys, we've got Universe fighting for his life. And in the bottom right, on match point, looking to take it all, it's Hack. Once again, another aggressive pool opening here from our boy. All right. Wonder if we're gonna get another macro game, or if we're gonna get something cheesy. SCV's here. The lings are gonna pop. Oh. Ultuve had to scooch through there. All right. The lings are coming, but that's about it. You know that the lings broke off because the SCV made it home just fine. Baneling nest coming on up here. We're gonna do a baneling bust. All right, switching up our cheeses a little bit. All right, CC on the high ground. All right, the banelings are coming. He doesn't know about this yet. No bunker coming on up here. And boom, front door's open. Unfortunately, we don't really have that many lings in the first push. Here comes another Bane. Oh my god, that's so many hurt SCVs. Oh, they drop like flies. Oh no, we went from 3 to 20 dead instantly. Hello, Moosty. Hello, Raiders. You showed up just in time for Hack to take it. Oh man, with a baneling bust to close it out, Hack takes the grand finals 3 to 1. Moose is saying he definitely would have won against that. He did the 3 Ravager build earlier, and then tried doing it again, played a macro game, and then played a baneling bust. That's true. I do agree that his Zerg is his worst race. I think Zerg is by far his worst race. Well, Hack actually did. He opened like he was gonna Ravager rush. Universe went too deep or too bunker on the high ground. Universe just Hack just expanded behind it. Yeah, Hack got a huge advantage just from looking like he was gonna Ravager bust. Oh, the other one was Protoss. Protoss doesn't count. Yeah, Protoss. A macro game as Protoss doesn't really count. Wow, your 5th macro game. That's a lot of them for you. Well, thank you, Moosty. Thank you, Raiders. Unfortunately, that's also all I have. I was actually gonna raid you, so I guess I gotta find someone else to raid. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. It's an incredible tournament. Always love to see you all. Once again, thank you to everyone who played. Thank you for everyone showing up. Moosty, thank you for the raid. Tater, thank you for the raid. And until next time. I love you all. If you guys have anyone that you think we should raid, let me know. Right now I'm just scrolling over, you know. But until next time, everyone, peace.